Happy Sunday. This is a Sunday when you're maybe when you're listening to this.
Because it's the future. We're in the past.
How are you?
I'm Amy.
I'm Whitney.
We are on the haunt. Check us out on all of our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. On the haunt podcast.com.
Yes.
Yay,
yeah.
I got it right.
Go on there. We've got stickers.
Yeah.
I still need to put out our new stickers. Our Fresno Nightcrawler stickers.
Okay. Yes. Whitney
literally
hand drew it.
I did because I was like, I can't steal one of these.
No.
But obviously I could draw that. It's like not that hard.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's like
you probably could have been like, Rory, I need you to.
That bit might have been fun.
Your daughter's actually very artistic.
She is. Holden. Holden's he's still in like the circle and then just like that's your head.
Kind of what the Fresno Nightcrawler looks like.
True, I'm looking at him right now. He's so cute. Okay, well, thanks for listening.
Yeah. We are, even though it's the future. We're still in the past, so it's still that day where we're getting ready to meet Miranda here.
And we're still nervous.
Still nervous and sweaty, and my stomach's making weird sounds.
Amy's just going to fart a bunch.
Yeah, it's going to smell like a turkey slim from Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's is so great. Let's see. What, I have nothing really to talk about.
I'm trying to think. What have I...
We should just talk. Let's just do our topics.
Okay. Do you want me to go first since you just finished
go
talking?
Ahead.
I'm back at all of my things came from Sci Encyclopedia. So sorry guys. But this is spirit release therapy.
I have no idea what that means.
Me either. Or SRT.
And you really
which sounds like shart.
Is this an exorcism?
Kind of.
Spirit release.
Yes.
Oh. Ew.
Maybe, I don't know. I see the word possessed in like quotes, so it must be.
She's like, yes!
I've really read
You're
this.
so
Come
intense.
on.
You're so intense and...
Well, because I saw the word possessed. So I'm like, I can actually answer a question about my own article that I've never read.
For once in our lives.
So this is an article by Terrence Palmer.
Oh.
And their website's so funny. It's got like all the buttons you can click, like home, about, contents, A through Z, you know that, and then it just says Nigel Buckmaster. Like, why has he got his own
Buckmaster?
Why has he got a tab?
I'll Google him. Now I'm curious.
Well, I'll just click on him and see where it takes me.
Nigel.
He willed the sum of money to the Society of Psychical Research. So it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, I went to their website. It's like legit, man. We should join the American one if they'll have us. Yeah. They won't, I'm sure.
Whatever. I'm sure if we pay the fee, they'll take our money and send us a button or something. I don't know. You get bumper sticker.
I would take it.
For real. All right, so spirit release therapy is a clinical treatment sometimes used with patients who appear to be possessed by a harmful spirit entity and who have not responded to conventional psychotherapy or psychiatric methods.
This is exorcisms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Its claims, but this is exorcism not within like
church.
The church. This is within like more of like a clinical setting.
Makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Its claims have yet to be substantiated by rigorous empirical studies. Well, yeah, because...
They're behind.
Yeah, and you guys don't want to admit that. Because
know the truth.
You're scientists, and sometimes when those two worlds collide, it's hard
like a mind F.
It's okay, guys. You can believe in science and the paranormal. I don't know why people think you have to be in one corner or the other.
And a lot of things that were paranormal, that people thought were paranormal, we know now are science.
Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of things that we tried to explain away with science were paranormal. It's all right.
Look at that. It's just wild.
However, as a diagnostic system, SRT, not SHART, just SRT, has been found by some medical practitioners, psychiatrists, and clinical psychologists to be more efficient than traditional medical diagnostics at identifying the etiology of a wide range of mental, emotional, and psychosomatic illnesses. The treatment evolved from the pioneering clinical experience of practitioners who discovered the benefits of entering into dialogue with the possessing entities.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's open up the lines of communication here.
It's interesting, though, because then what do they assume those entities are if they're not religious? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know. Well, maybe we'll learn.
We might. Who knows? Not me. Who's covering the story?
It's a mystery to us
Everything's a
all.
mystery. Ayo, game building a mystery.
No idea what that's.
Sarah McLachlan. Bypassing preconceptions about
Do
whether
you
they
like
really
the
exist.
Indigo Girls?
Every time I know them. They
Yeah.
were around back when, but they're not
What's
really
that song
my
they're always
thing.
singing? How long? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I know.
Patrick's always singing
I
that.
know. They
It's
were
funny.
just never really my jam.
It's too lesbian
Whatever.
for you.
Each their own.
I love Patrick. Anyway, listen to True Crime Obsessed if you don't.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And Obsessed with Disappear, but just go back to the beginning when it's Patrick and Ellen and then stop listening when Patrick leaves. That's what I did.
Okay.
Because Ellen's... Anyway.
I finally started listening to, or I did just listen to the Maura Murray case that you shared.
Oh,
with me,
man.
so it was
well,
good.
and then in Ellen's Boston,
yeah.
Sharon Bag of Bones, she comes up with a character. It's so funny. And she drives a Dodge Dot.
They had to go cost shopping.
She had a border with a toll taker. Anyway, it's great.
Yeah, check it out.
Just stop when Joey. I mean, maybe Joey's great. I don't know. I just want Patrick.
Yeah.
Their thing is so funny because they've been friends for so long, and she calls him Patricia. That's great. Hey, Patricia. Anyway, no one cares.
I'm still not sure about that.
Is your Siri named Patricia?
She's still listening.
Hey, Patricia.
Just stop at the window. And I just want Patrick. Their thing is so funny because I've been friends for so long and she just makes. That's what's.
And you turned off. No, you didn't. See? Science meets paranormal.
I'm going to look. Did I turn off Hey Siri? I thought I had because that stuff's creepy,
You just gave me a lecture last time about making sure I've turned off Hey Siri.
I did. Siri and search. Listen for Hey Siri is off. Press side button for Siri. I knew that was on.
But you didn't touch that. And you said, hey, Patricia.
Oh my God, mine's
Except you said, hey, Patricia.
My Siri is a gay man named Patrick who loves being called Patricia.
Clearly.
Oh my God, that'd be great. I love that though. What if it was like, hey Patricia, where's the closest Jimmy John's? She's like, bitch, it's over there. 2 miles to
You turn right at the Starbucks.
I know, I'd want a
left at
sassy
the
gay
Target.
though, I'd want a sassy
We
gay.
love you, Patrick.
He great. He really is. I want to meet him. I love his
We love
pictures.
Patrick. We love all gay people.
Yes, we do.
We believe anyone should be free to be
Yes.
them if you
Yes.
haven't figured that out by us yet.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe those things,
Get out
go
of here.
away. We don't care if it costs us a fan or two.
Because we don't have that many, so it doesn't
Yeah,
hurt.
you're not leaving reviews anyways. not gonna hurt our score.
I left a review the other day and it didn't even show up.
So
I'm checking right now. Please leave us
you
a
can't
review.
be bothered to leave us a review, but you could be bothered by someone's gender or sexual orientation. Get out of here with your crap. Bye.
Oh my God, our reviews just are gone. They're literally not there.
Great. We're reviewless. Whatever.
View all, okay? Nothing. I like how it starts. No, episode 20, Tom Hanks's Muses. Episode 1, Beth Sheep's fucking face. No reviews. Son of
That's great.
what happened? Okay, anyway, I'll be Apple.
What are you
Coming
doing,
for
Apple?
you. All right, go on, Amy.
Okay.
Go on.
Go on with my bad self. I don't even know where I was.
These people don't have reviews either. Have they changed reviews?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
SRT can therefore be described as person-centered, or following SRT practitioner Thomas Zinzer as a soul-centered therapy. It's fundamentally different from religious exorcism where spirits are assumed to be evil to be cast out.
Oh, okay.
So they're just thinking it could be, I don't know, Buddha or the spirit of a really nice
Then why would you
person.
care? Well, I mean,
I don't want anything taken over my body.
what if
Molly,
it's,
you in danger, girl. I don't even want
what if
Whoopi
it's
Goldberg
someone
coming
that
up in
just
here.
loves ranch? Amy hates ranch. So they just like love ranch, so they're just forcing
Get
you
them
to eat
out.
ranch. They're just like shoving ranch in your face.
I like that meme of that guy who's like, the head, like his veins are sticking out in his head. Get him out. Looks like he's pooping. It's just like so intense.
It's the ghost of someone with IBS.
Great. Well, I wouldn't know if I was possessed then.
Do you think you have IBS?
No. But I just eat a lot of lettuce and it does stuff to me.
I know, like within minutes it feels
Yeah,
like.
I'm like, everyone's like, that's a really big, I have a really big lunchbox this year and everyone's been commenting on the size of my salad bowl. Listen, I like a good chicken Caesar salad, okay?
I love chicken
So
Caesar
sue me.
salad. So sue me.
Ken's Steakhouse is the best store-bought Caesar.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and it comes in a light.
Okay, nice.
So, and then I just like, Jamie grills me some chicken on the old pellet grill and
Yeah,
I get
you
some Olive Garden
Parmesan.
croutons.
Oh,
and some
heck yeah.
Parmesan, yep.
Lovely.
Yeah, so I eat a salad
Me
all
and
the
Rory
time.
are Caesar salad fanatics.
Can't get enough. Keaton is too, but I swear Panera always throws like one crouton on her salad just to be rude.
Croutons.
Oh God, we went
bless.
to visit Brecken at Columbia last week, and so we went to this place that Keaton loves. Their gluten-free pizza. It's called Your Pie. And so they asked me, they're like, "Is this a?" And they ask you, "Is it a gluten allergy or a preference when you order?" And I'm like, "Well, preference." And she got all upset. You should have said allergy because now they're going to make it on the same board because it's brick oven pizza that they make the other pizzas on. And so then like,
Well, you're like, but you're not.
but you're
gonna
not
die.
allergic. You don't go into anaphylactic shock. And
Right.
then like she decided like she had all sorts of stomach issues over the
Oh,
next
that's
24
in her
hours,
brain.
and it was all my fault because I said preference and
Because she
not
got
allergy.
a slight,
Yeah,
like crumb,
cross contamination of
a crumb of wheat.
Sam Wheat. I'm taking that's also from Ghost. And then the women are like, Sam Wheat? Which is, that's a great, I gotta rewatch that. That's a great freaking movie. Sam Wheat. I start doing that to Kate every time she accuses me of cross-contaminating or crap. I'll be like, Sam Wheat?
And you're just like, Keaton, you're saying cross contamination. Evaluate your life.
No, you don't have an EpiPen. God.
You're just,
Then I would be concerned.
yes, you're just gonna have like one fart. It's fine. Go in there alone, fart, and you're fine.
You're done. Oh no, she had like a migraine.
Oh Lord,
I won't go into the
drama.
gastrointestinal issues.
She's
She
on the
would literally die and kill me simultaneously. We'd both be dead.
Sam Wheat. What? I'm trying to imagine.
We didn't title our last episode crap.
Is that in the? This we pause. Is
This
that
one needs to be Sam Wheat.
for sure? Is that when they're in the bank? Is that
No,
when
it's
Sam
when
Wheat's
she's
from?
holding the seance.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he like takes her over for the first time, and she's like, "What's your
Sam-
name?" He's like Sam Wheat, and
Is that his name in real life?
Yeah, in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and then her two assistants are like Sam Wheat.
I can picture it now. The part though where she's in the bank is funny too.
Oh, I need another one. I signed the wrong name. Can I keep this pen? Why do I know so much?
It's weird, but I love it. Sam Wheat.
We'll have to go back on 81. See, we have to.
I don't
yeah,
recall anything
either.
we talked
I
about.
never remember.
Dang it!
What did we
forgot
talk
to have my
about?
paper.
Let's let the listeners into our thought process. This is how
What did we
come up-
talk about?
What did we talk about? We talked about Disney.
We talked about. What was your topic?
I don't even know.
We talked about sight.
Sight. Oh, that should be it, but all capital letters.
PSY dot D dot.
D dot.
Oh, and I have to write dot. I write out the word dot, or I just put
for
a dot.
Sure. No, you should put
Okay. PSY dot
D
dot. Why are
There
you
we
saying
go.
dot so weird?
I don't know, because I'm into
Going
it.
dot.
Salty.
I'm gonna pee. I should have peed. It's fine.
You should. I peed. I'm prepared.
It was so
I
smart.
came prepared.
It was smart.
This looks like the guy off The Handmaid's Tale, kind of.
Ew, he does.
I don't even know what these pictures are.
Oh my god, have you seen the TikToks where people are slopping each other with tortillas and you have water in your mouth? Well, I just thought of it because I almost spit that out into your face.
No, clearly I don't have too much time on my hands.
You just put water in your mouth and, well, I saw The Rock and Kevin Hart do it. And it cracked me up. And then you slap someone in the face with a tortilla and then everyone's laughing. And anyway, this is...
Okay. So let's go back to SLTs, shall we?
Yes, we should.
Each practitioner of SRT has his or her own definition of their practice. William Baldwin places SRT as a therapy within the domain of transpersonal psychology.
Ooh.
The psychology of spirituality in those areas of the human mind which search for higher meanings in life and which move beyond the limited boundaries of the ego to access an enhanced capacity for wisdom, creativity, unconditional love, and compassion. It honors the existence of transpersonal experiences and is concerned with their meaning for the individual and with their effect upon behavior. I like that. So the simple definition incorporates a wide diversity of spirit entities. Baldwin employs the term disembodied consciousness of any sort to include spirits of deceased persons.
Is that your stomach?
Think so. I don't think I haven't eaten any salads today.
It just sounded like it...
I moved my chair. Was it that?
it's a siren.
God, what do you think my issues sound
Well, you ever
like?
hear like... come from your belly? It's like a whale. Anyway.
So spirits of deceased persons, non-human destructive entities, commonly referred to in a religious context as demons.
Non-human destructive entities.
Yes, now more often as Dark Force Entity, or DFE.
So where do they think that's coming from?
I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know.
I have no answers. Negative thought forms created by the host or other living persons, or intergenerational curses, elementals, alien life forms, and others less clearly defined. That's all its own bullet point. Those should have been their own bullet points.
Generational curses.
Yes.
Ooh.
It has been claimed that a dialogue can be carried on even with the discarnate spirit of a Boetus. I don't know what that means. Winifred Lucas describes methods of communicating with the spirit of the unborn child.
We're both like, ugh.
Negotiating its return to the spirit world, where it is deemed to exist prior to conception, in preference to being forced out by physical abortion, which is traumatic for the spirit. Excuse me. Now listen.
Listen. We just had a lot of talks about this.
That is also the art of releasing the spirit. Like, just stop. You
know what I think
is... be like, I'm going to go way, way back to preconception and talk this unborn child into time travel.
You know, I'm gonna go down a path real quick because we're
okay.
So what I feel like is really interesting is that, okay, let's say you're a Christian, right? The end game is to go meet Jesus. Like, that's what you want, right?
I mean, for all accounts and purposes, yes.
Yeah, like you're like, okay, that's like when it's going to be great. You're going to go to heaven.
I also believe though that we're meant to live a specific life if we're going to follow those teachings here too.
Sure. But like, if you okay, maybe I won't go down this because as I'm starting to think, moving on, we'll talk about this off mic.
Let's just let people do their own thing. Can we all agree on that, please?
Yes. Live your
life. You don't have to agree with it.
You don't have to do it.
No.
Yes.
To still support the rights of others.
That's true. Yeah. It's like when straight men are like, oh, gay men are going to kill me. And it's like, no, they're freaking not.
No, nobody wants you. Don't yourself.
Nobody wants you. Sam Wheat.
Sam Wheat?
I can't.
That never gets old, does it?
You were like talking about just a minute ago about something super serious, and I'm just over here thinking, Sam Wheat? I can't live my life anymore. Oh yeah, and her assistant, I can see her face. It's just so funny.
Because they're real confused because she's usually like a
Faking
hoax,
it.
you know?
Yeah.
She's got like a script.
Yeah, and
they're like, what? Sam Wheat? Sam Wheat? What is this?
The funniest name. Was that supposed to be a comedy?
No. That was blockbuster greatness.
I know, but
man,
was it
was
supposed
not a
to
comedy.
be? I know some parts of it very much aren't, but some parts really are.
Well, I mean, I have Whoopi Goldberg. She's hilarious.
Yeah, so I guess
but
they were intending
She was
it
the
to be.
comedic relief, I guess. But it was also supposed to be like a love story.
Great.
Oh, my.
As she's kissing Whoopi, but kissing Sam Wheat. It's so confusing. And Whoopi's just like, probably like, what the? I mean, you know, if that were
Whatever.
real life,
Yeah.
she'd be like, this is weird. You're
This
kissing
is
me,
weird.
but I'm
Molly,
a ghost.
you in danger, go. All right, so the SRT practitioner aims to uncover the type of spirit or spirits that are affecting the patient. Here, the word consciousness implies a direct relationship between spirit and consciousness. A spirit can therefore be referred to as a disembodied consciousness. Interesting. Everyone's probably like, it's not interesting because we don't know what you're talking about. So, communication methods employed by SRT. I mean, really. These are like...
I'm just thinking of Sam.
Stop. Get Sam Wheat out of your head. Thank you. And then
Is
there's some
that
stuff
Richard
about
Gere?
like a
No,
bunch of
Patrick
people.
Swayze.
Patrick
Oh my God.
Swayze, who like did stuff with it. This is a really long article. I don't even know.
So intense.
Who?
What?
I'm going to pop over to Reddit.
Yeah.
Someone just posted, our psychic said, or no, Armin's Reddit, you taught me that.
Please go.
Armin's-
Yeah, Armin's Reddit, babe.
Oh, no, this is the Reddit our psychic. The person is...
What?
The person is Mystic Alley.
If you're not on Reddit, get on Reddit, please. Chris,
I'm on there, I just didn't
I know,
what the
but like
things
Chris is
mean.
not on Reddit. That's
Well,
shocking to me.
Chris is a busy man. As am I.
She is a busy man.
I am a busy man.
You're the manliest man I've ever met.
Thank you.
You got that man
I know.
energy.
I think Keaton took my good tweezers. I have like a rogue hair growing out of my lip right now.
I need to
can't
shave
plug.
my face soon.
All right, so this person asks, has anyone heard of spirit release therapy? In a nutshell, it's a type of therapy conducted through hypnosis and trance by a certified trainer with the belief that there is one or more entities attracted to you. They can be literally inside your body. Idea is it accounts for your ailments and unhealthy patterns.
Oh.
Spirits are said to attach themselves in the weakest or most vulnerable times in your life. Not scary like an exorcism at all, and not demonic. Well, that's your take. Symptoms are like mood shifts, heavy fatigue, fears,
I
anxieties.
thought you said mooches.
No. Depressive symptoms, etc. Stories or thoughts.
Oh.
So someone... Oh, these are all deleted. But they're still showing up, so they're not deleted. They deleted their username.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Or maybe they deleted their
Their account,
accounts.
yeah.
Sounds crazy. If I got those symptoms, I'd see a doctor.
You do, sir.
Well, yeah, and then they do SRT.
Right.
That's definitely interesting. I personally believe it can happen. If the spirit entity is not in your body, you don't need therapy to get rid of it. If it is in your body, you can also expel it without therapy.
How?
If you personally have something that's trying to enter your body, you need to look up some protection methods. I can't personally imagine something non-demonic inside of someone and then not know it. The couple people I know have always known when it happens.
Oh, wow.
Well, we need more details on that, please.
Right.
And then someone else deleted. I am taking a course in spirit rescue. What? Which is what spirit releasement is called in other areas. Same thing. I have been calling on Archangel Michael for help since 2011 to cross over ghosts and remove other entities for me. Works every time.
Thanks,
And
Michael.
then Mystic Alex says, I'll message you. To him.
That's
Let's see.
glorious.
What's this one? No. I don't know. Reddit, you just never know where
You don't.
where it's going to take me.
It is a great place, though. Go there.
It really is. Hey, Reddit. sandbox is a metaverse. We don't care about metaverses. So anyways, this is one saying spirit board and spirit release. Please watch the series of videos if you're thinking of using a Ouija board.
Yeah, don't.
Whatever. Let's go down the comments, though. I already used the Ouija board.
The panic sets in.
No evil here, but it
Yet.
is portrayed in movies that this happens, like The Exorcist. I've used this and no evil comes through. In fact, on YouTube, there's a guy who's been using a Ouija board for 30 plus years. In the case of the boy where he played with the Ouija board with his grandmother and went to St. Louis to get exercise.
It's rolling dough.
Yeah, he opened himself up to bad things. If you use it, shame on you. Don't victim blame. And then Spaced Sloth says, that was Godo F Cat saying that. Now Spaced Sloth is like, okay, but the concern is not really about evil. That's a legit concern, but there's a lot more to proper use of such instruments and reasons for prior knowledge when engaging in these activities than just avoiding evil.
Yes.
So good for you.
Thank you,
Spaced
Space Sloth. Spaced Sloth.
So anyways, there's something about Kung Fu Panda. Why is that on here? But anyways, so see, there are scientific fields that also believe you can be possessed by stuff. So
Something else to keep me up at night.
They got stuff to help you out with that.
Something else to keep me up tonight. Thank you, Amy, for that.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure.
Was it
taking
though?
us on that ride. What the heck? Where did my... Okay, well, thank you. Today, I'm going to be talking about Lake Lanier. Am I saying that right?
Sure.
Lanier.
Yeah.
Lake Lanier.
Linnea.
Let me turn this. How do I do that? Because my texts are coming through on here. Okay. Here we go. I got a couple different articles here. So Lake Lanier, it's going to be a problem, is in Georgia, the U.S. state of Georgia. It's created by the completion of a dam on the Chattahoochee River. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
That's so weird.
It's weird.
Alan Jackson.
What's a hoochie coochie?
You know.
Well, but I don't...
Does it mean a slutty girl?
But hotter than?
It's just hot. It's been like in use.
It's got smoke coming off of it.
Lots of friction.
Whatever.
Is that what did he
We don't call girls slutty girls either, by the way.
No, I just said that.
She was just referencing Alan Jackson.
Yeah, I don't
so
care who you do.
You do whatever, do whoever you want.
Yep.
Even if it's smoking. As long as you're not in pain.
Just be careful.
And you are, completely...
Just be careful.
What's word
Use
I'm looking
protection.
for?
Consenting?
Consenting, yes. Thank you.
I got you. Okay, Wikipedia had nothing for me. So now we're going to CNN. Here we go. A Georgia lake's dark and deadly history has some people seeing ghosts. Legend has it the king... What? The ghost? I said king. No, the word king is on here nowhere. This is an article by Faith, by the way. I don't know how to say her last name. Legend has it the ghost of a long-dead woman roams this lake in a flowing blue dress. Mysterious arms reach out for swimmers from the watery depths. That's horrifying. Angry spirits call people home to submerged graves. Come home. There's graves under this, it's built on top of
so it's
like a town.
So it's more like, oh. That's me trying to be underwater. That
Super
was
garbled.
terrible.
No, it was great. These and other spooky tales have haunted Lake Lanier in the foothills of the northern Georgia mountains for decades. To many Georgians, the large serpentine lake northeast of Atlanta is a recreational hotspot, popular for boating and water sports. But supernatural lore and urban legends about the lake have found a receptive audience on social media, where they found legions of believers like us. It's us.
It is.
The lake was created in the 50s by flooding valley communities that contained a cemetery, fueling beliefs that it's cursed. Well, yeah, there's like a cemetery underneath this lake.
For
That
shame.
is rude.
It should be cursed.
Why didn't they move it?
Yeah.
Move the
Did
cemetery.
you not watch Poltergeist?
Right. It's rude.
For shame.
Historians say some unmarked graves and other structures were swallowed up by its waters. More than 200 people have died in swimming and boating accidents on the lake since 1994. That's a lot.
Yeah.
The Netflix drama Ozark, which has its own high body count, films scenes at this lake. I don't watch Ozark, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it
Really good show.
Okay.
Something we watch as a family. Not child appropriate, but my
Yeah.
kids are big kids.
They're
but,
into
yeah, we watch.
big kids. All right, so let's get into some of it. The controversy surrounding the lake, as described by author and historian Lisa Russell, started long before its construction. Before the land was buried in water, it was lush and fertile, with rabbits and squirrels scampering about. Communities thrive with fancy names like Castleberry Bottom. That's super fancy. Then came the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which wanted to create a lake to provide Atlanta and surrounding counties with water and power. The government offered locals money for their farmland. Most of it had been in families for generations, making it almost impossible to put a price tag on it. At first, the government assured landowners that they were being paid for the true value of the land. Don't believe the government.
No way.
They
Whatever they offer you, tell them to quadruple it.
Right.
And then maybe you're somewhere in the ballpark.
So annoying. But residents found it hard to price generations of memories, hard work, and deep roots, Russell wrote in her book, Underwater Ghost Towns of North Georgia. A host
There's
of
a whole book? What is happening in Georgia?
Don't go there. Or do, I don't know. Maybe it's lovely. A host of emotions occupied the talk of relocation. Anger, resentment, fear, anxiety, bewilderment, and apprehension. To them, their land was priceless. Tell that to the Native Americans. Anyway. Eventually, some 700 families sold a total of 56,000 acres to the government. Wow, that's how big this lake is.
How many?
56,000.
Whoa.
Which built a dam on the Chattahoochee River to form the lake. As their land filled with water in 1956, locals jammed roads and bridges to watch as history vanished before their eyes. That would be very interesting to watch it fill up.
Yeah, how would you even... God, that would...
It's crazy.
And it all came from the Chattahoochee River?
Sounds like, was there anything left?
Yeah.
Where's it? How do rivers
just
work?
mud. It's just mud.
Rivers work. Is it all
Maybe the Chattahoochee was hotter than a Hoochie Coochie then, because there was no
dry.
It was just dry.
Dry hoochie?
Dry Hoochie Coochie.
Ew.
Wait, that's also in Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. Or is it Coochie Coo?
It's so Coochie Coo.
Coochie Coochie Coo.
That's so weird. Oh my god.
I gotta Google that. Isn't that a song? Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo?
I have no idea.
Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick
Can people
Derringer.
please stop saying hoochie, please? It's not cool.
Oh, it's not Hoochie Coochie though. It's Hoochie Coo.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's so rude. Why so call it a coochie? It's a vagina, okay?
Well, I don't think that's what they're referring to. Hoochie Coo.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyway,
It's rock and
Lake
roll.
Lanier has about 625 billion gallons of water, which is the equivalent of 950,000 Olympic-sized swimming holes. Swimming pools. Swimming holes. How would you know how big a swimming hole is? Moving on.
Here, the Hoochie Coochie is a catch-all term to describe several sexually provocative belly dance-like dances from the mid to late 1800s.
What? They had sexual dances?
I guess.
As you're wearing your floor-to-ceiling nightgown? Hello?
I don't know. That's
Okay, weird.
but according to, I won't even go to what Urban Dictionary
No.
calls
Nope.
it.
Is it what we were thinking? Or worse? Okay,
No.
moving on.
The women are drunk.
Oh. Okay, well, I mean... To prepare the land to be filled with water, the Army Corps of Engineers demolished or moved anything they considered dangerous. So they uprooted trees, barns, wooden structures that could float and endanger watercraft. Well, thank you. But the community had a cemetery. While the Corps identified and moved marked graves, it's likely that some unmarked ones were inadvertently left behind. The technological capability to identify and verify unmarked graves wasn't there.
And
at
you
the
know
time.
that cemetery wasn't 56,000 acres or whatever it was.
No.
It was just like a cemetery.
Small cemetery,
You
yeah.
could have moved that.
Allegedly, the Corps made every effort to locate any unmarked burials. The limited capabilities of the time made it probable that unanticipated finds of human remain were possible, whether from the antebellum and Civil War periods or of Native American origin from pre-colonial and ancient times. Well, yeah. All right. There was an old auto racing track near Gainesville was also left behind. It remains at the lake bottom, although the Corps removed its bleachers so they wouldn't float to the surface. Thanks.
Oh, great. Otherwise, you would have just left them there to, like, rust and pollute.
Weird.
I just imagined, like, SpongeBob and Patrick
are down there
racing on the little track.
So weird. Isn't that creepy, though, that it's down there? I wonder how deep this is. Maybe I'll get to it. The concrete block foundations of some buildings are still down there. People claim to hear church bells from a sunken church. Ah!
So they just, like, left... Like, what? Just open up the floodgates. Here we go.
No.
That's crazy. That's lazy, too.
But
lazy.
Then it says here that no such structure was known to be left behind due to the height issue. I don't know.
So they say.
So they say. Let's get to some... Okay, let's... Here we go. Over the years, divers have reported creepy sightings beneath the murky waters. You couldn't pay me enough to dive underwater like this. It's creepy. Some tell stories of freaky catfish as big as a Volkswagen.
Ew. Fish are creepy anyway.
I know.
They're delicious, but
Quite.
creepy.
YouTube's filled with divers showing videos of sunken houseboats and piles of debris. Between 1994 and October of this year, 203 people have died in drownings and boating accidents at the lake. In 2017, longtime diver Buck Buchanan told local media that he sometimes felt body parts in the lake during his many excursions. You reach out into the dark and you feel an arm or a leg and it doesn't move.
Ew.
What?
Well, do you pull it back up with you then? Like...
Would you?
Well, I mean...
I don't know what I'd do.
Well, I wouldn't be there in the first place, so it really doesn't matter.
Right. 12 million people have visited every year. Okay, where is it getting to the Lady of the Lake? You didn't go there. View on CNN? Oh, wait, no, it's right here. One of Lake Lanier's most popular urban legends involves a car wreck. According to the story, a Ford sedan carrying two women careened off a bridge in April 1958 and tumbled into the lake. Some say the ghost of one of the women, named Lady of the Lake, wanders the bridge at night in a blue dress, lost and restless. There's always one, isn't there?
Well, at least her dress is blue and not white.
Yeah. Now, this one says that nearly 700 people have died at this lake. This article from Nar City, Atlanta. I want to know how deep it is. Okay, let's see here. Goodbye. There are 692 miles of shoreland. That's a lot. Okay. There's a town down there. 20 cemeteries, allegedly.
Oh.
That's so weird. Okay, the legend of the curse. Let's see here. Many lifelong locals hold deep beliefs that the waters of Lake Lanier are cursed due to its grim history. Emil Fleming, an Atlanta-based associate editor for Nar City, whatever this website is, maybe it's a magazine, shared an experience where a man in the town warned him about the lake one summer years ago, telling him to stay away from the water. Quote, he seemed old enough to be my grandfather, you know. He explained that the county surrounding the water once housed black residents who were violently run out of town by a group of white men. As a result, the ancestors or remaining spirits from the black people who were murdered linger on. Well, yeah. Yeah, there was like some lynchings that took place, which is just horrifying, before the lake was made, so on those grounds as well. Where are the ghosts? Going down here, I've got more articles. 38 minutes. Okay. All right. This article is very intense from OxfordAmerican.com by Anjali Ingetti. What a name. I like that.
Great. Lots of vowels.
It is. A restless energy seized the air. It was March 2020. Right after schools began shutting down due to COVID, and a friend and I were hiking Laurel Ridge Trail, a 4-mile loop along the southern, trying to say southern, western, what just happened?
I gotta like smack you. You're skipping.
What? I'm looking at the word southern and
Is that a
saying,
glitch in the Matrix? Maybe.
oh my God.
We'll never know.
Southern rim of Lake Lanier, a sprawling amoeba. That's really ridiculous. A man-made lake, blah, 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 flood control, drinking water, hydroelectric towers, it was named after a 19th century poet, Sidney Lanier, whose poem, Song of the Chattahoochee, is an ode to the river that feeds it. What? This is funny.
Ode to the Chattahoochee.
Should we call this one Hoochie? Oh no, this is Sam Wheat. Okay. Wheat.
Or it could be Sam Wheat's Hoochie Coochie.
Yes, it shall.
R.I.P. Patrick Swayze.
Oh, yeah, it's so sad, isn't it? Okay. Am I getting to anything? Can you please tell me about the ghost? Okay, Lady of the Lake. Oh, it tells about. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. This is more details. 1958, two friends, Delia Mae Parker Young, it's a lot of names, and Susie Roberts departed a dance. After getting gas and skipping out on paying for it, well, girls, they skidded off a bridge while crossing the lake and disappeared. The following year, in 1959, a fisherman came across a decomposed, unidentified body floating near one of the bridges. It wasn't until 1990, over 3 decades later, that officials discovered a 1950s Ford sedan, which belonged to Roberts, which meant that the body found way back in 1959 must have belonged to her friend Parker Young. Oh, with the remains of her. So they pulled up that
Car?
yes. And she was in there
Okay.
in 1990.
So her friend had like come
Floated
out of
up the year
car.
before.
Oh, so
That
nobody
is
even knew
not-
like what happened to them. They were just like missing.
I
all
guess.
that time?
It's horrible. You hear about that sometimes. You'll see some in OWD when like people go missing and they just don't like they were in some sort of an accident. They just can't. Well, maybe Maura Murray.
Yeah.
Her story is sort of like really just sad and I don't know. Let's see. I went.
If I ever go missing, assume it's because of my driving
yes. Yeah, I mean,
or aliens.
I could tell you some stories.
One of those two things.
Yes.
My driving or aliens are involved. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's really not a lot more in here about ghosts, so
That's okay.
all.
This way we can like prove Chris wrong.
Yeah.
And be like, no, our second one was only 42 minutes.
Yeah,
so
that's
there.
exactly right. Okay, well, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Later.